BMW still calls itself the ultimate driving machine, and in many ways it still is. While Bimmer for many decades built brilliant lightweight sports coupes, its more recent M models like the M3 and the M5 have become big, heavy brutes. Sure, the M's were capable of incredible performance, but they lacked the compact simplicity of their predecessors like the 2002 or the first-gen M3. That's because recent M's have achieved their mind-melting performance with cosmically heavy engines and electromechanical bits. Delightfully, BMW has decided to look to the past for inspiration, to the 1968-2002 model, and created this, the 2014 M235i. It's a car for driving purists, without all the stuff. BMW brags that the M235i is the most powerful gasoline-driven M performance automobile ever. That's a big title, but it's well earned. This baby Bimmer packs a twin turbocharged 3.0-liter inline 6-cylinder engine that makes 320 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque, which, when mated to the 8-speed automatic that routes power directly and firmly to the rear wheels, will rocket the M235i to 60 from a standstill in 4.8 seconds, 0.2 seconds faster than the manual gearbox version. Let's not forget that the 2 Series is BMW's entry-level model here in the US. Accordingly, it's lightweight and simple. And just like other lightweight, simple Beamers in the past, like the M3 CSI, you might expect Beamer to charge more for less. Well, good news, it does. Yes, the M235i starts at $43,000, and for that price, you get no features. Really, nothing. This one is $46,000, and for the extra $3 grand, we got red paint, black leather, and nothing else. No, okay, that's not fair. We got AM/FM radio, a steering wheel, and 2 pedals that control both brake and gas. Clearly, then, you have to pay to play with the 2 Series. But once you do, though, you really get to play. What the M235i lacks in, well, things, it makes up for in, as the Germans like to say, driving dynamism. Push the Sport button down here on the center console all the way up to Sport Plus. Ooh, you feel the difference? Dynamic traction control is activated, the throttle response is ramped up, and the transmission becomes more aggressive, turning this car into an uncomplicated subcompact driving dynamo. Really, that button could just say driving nirvana, because that's pretty much what it activates. Here we are coming hot into the corners.
Och du Liebe, Gott im Himmel, what a driving machine.
On the track, this car handles more like a pure sports car than any other performance coupe I've ever driven. Precise electric power steering lets you effortlessly clip apex after apex. So how did BMW accomplish this amazing feat in what is supposed to be an entry-level car? Well, it features a lot of things that begin with the letter M. M-specific chassis tuning, M-adaptive suspension, M-sport braking, and variable sport steering. But let's not forget Michelin Sport Super tires, which, after all, start with the letter M. Even that iconic exhaust note has been specifically tuned for the M235i. With all that performance focus, you might expect a car like this to be difficult to live with. And while it's true this has fewer features than a ride-on mower, it's actually shockingly comfortable to drive. The ride is firm and communicative, yet somehow leave your spine feeling more supple than after a day at the spa. The suspension is so communicative, in fact, that if you hit a possum, you'd probably be able to tell his name. So why buy a $43,000 car without any real features? Well, in this crossover-crazed world of ours, the M235i harkens back to the late 1960s, to the BMW 2002, to a simpler, more pure driving experience. And if that's not enough to sell you, I don't know what is.